Married at First Sight, season 20 episode. I don't know. Let's get into it. So, what I'm about to say, I am fully prepared for y'all to push back on. I'm fully prepared for y'all to not agree. I know that this is about to be a very, very extreme take. And while you might be able to understand what I'm saying, you may not 100% agree. That's okay. But speaking from personal understanding and experience, I'm going to say this. This man was 100% prepared to coerce Nikki into having sex. 100%. And he 100% was trying to coerce her into having sex with him. And he has been trying to coerce her and make her feel extremely uncomfortable when it comes to sex since the moment that they got together. Because what you trying to get into? 69? That was the first one. That was the beginning. And that was the first day. That was the first fucking night that they spent together after they wedding. What you trying to get into, huh? Oh, what's the temperature? Oh, 69? That's my favorite position. That was when he started that shit. The day of the wedding. Now we're what? A little bit under 3 weeks. A little bit under 3 weeks. This man has continuously tried to get her to drop her boundaries, to change her boundaries and have sex with him. This man really said, I think I told you I've been in a fast for months. After asking her if they could both participate in flicking the bean together. Mind you, y'all barely have kissed. Now, I thought based on what they showed us when she was on top of him, baby, when she was on top of him, I said, oh, shit, they about to fuck. She probably said, nah. You want to know why? Not just because she has boundaries, but nigga, you don't wash your ass. You don't wash your ass. You take whole baths. You don't wash your ass. You take whole baths. You don't wash your ass. And you keep asking for 69. You literally sat on the bed and told me that you think soap is a propaganda used to make people feel like they're cleaner than they are. Lotion is a propaganda used to make people feel like they need to put that stuff in their body. He don't believe in all of that. He just... And you're confused as to why she don't want to fuck. But then again, he's gay. Anyway, yeah, he was fully prepared. And then to gaslight her, like, we all heard and watched this man. We all heard this man say that it was like she should be a wife and get on her knees. That's what he said, paraphrasing it. But he did say wife duties. And she said back to him, I feel like you were saying these are your wife duties. And also, she said something else. She said, I think he said that, that she's supposed to satisfy him or some shit like that, right? So she ran it back. She said, this is what you said. And this man said, I never said that. He said, there she go being crazy again. There she go fucking lying. There she go making shit up again. I never said that. You said it. You said it with a towel wrapped around your leg. Talking about, can we pleasure ourselves together? You said it. Yeah. So make sure during the reunion, because I think there's going to be, I hope there's a reunion. Do they have a reunion for this show? Never watched it before, so I don't know. But if there's a reunion, I hope they play that tape back. Yeah. Mr. PhD, you must not have did well in spelling. And memorization, not spelling, memorization. You had a bad memory. Yeah, you conveniently forgot that that's what you said. Man, this man was fully ready to coerce her into having sex. And if not for the fact that he realizes he's black, and he will really, like, you will lose everything if you even think that you gonna get away with that shit as a black man. He not a white boy. He can't get away with the shit that the white boys get away with. So he knows to stay in line. And also, I think he does have... excuse me. I think he does fear Nikki a little bit. I think he fears her just a little bit. Like, if I do something to this girl, she might cut my neck off in the middle of the night. So, that's her saving grace. But, yeah, he was fully prepared to force her to Baby, like, drop the jaws, drop them jaws, drop them jaws. She's gonna try it, yeah. I got something else to say. So, Nikki and Sean go to visit Sean's apartment complex. No shade to the apartment owners, but Nikki and Sean go to visit Sean's apartment with this Kwanzaa tablecloth, this Ghana must go tablecloth. That's really a piece of fabric he draped over thing. But anyway, they go to visit his spot, right? Which is very much a boys' quarter. It's very much a bachelor pad. No food in the fridge. The dishes are dirty and not done. Mind you, he tried to make an excuse talking about something. Oh, I don't spend a lot of time here. Or I haven't been here for a long time or something like that. You knew you was leaving for an experiment. You ain't washed the dishes before you left your house? That's dirty as shit. So you mean to tell me if we going on a vacation, you going to leave dirty dishes in the sink? You supposed to clean the house before you leave for a long trip. One, so it's not dirty and you ain't got no bugs and roaches and rodents crawling up in your house while you gone. But also, two, so you can come back to a clean house. Y'all parents didn't teach y'all that? So this man left for a long-term experiment, didn't clean up the house. But gonna bring his wife to the house about some, oh yeah, it's usually, I'm tidy up, da da da. You should have been tidied up. I shouldn't be walking into no dirty ass house. Then on top of that, okay, you live in an apartment. You a whole doctor, whatever, worker out of school. No shade, really no shade, but at your age, you can't get no house. You don't got no house. Why you ain't got no house? And this is why Nikki asked for what she asked for. A certain threshold of financial stability, because imagine I have a home and I'm 40 something and you're still renting an apartment. Again, no shade, is really no shade, but let's be honest, and the reason why I'm really emphasizing this is because of how he acted when he went to Nikki's home. They entered Nikki's home that she owns. 3 floors. This is a 3-level home that she's owned for 2 years. This is a grown woman things. Beautiful, clean. You see how everything is put up? Clean, wiped down. Surfaces clean, wiped down. Food in the fridge. Not too much because it's going to probably spoil, so I can't leave for too long. Beverages and food in the fridge, yogurt, condiments. And you know what this man said? He said, and I quote, Nikki is probably used to being the bougiest of her group. But I come from a very bougie group. Doesn't look like it. Because I thought they said, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. Baby, if your friends are reflective of the dirtiness that you keep in your house, and the fact that you don't wash your ass, and the fact that you don't take showers, you take no baths, and the fact that you saying that water and soap are soap and lotion are propaganda used by companies to make you feel like you're clean, you're actually going to be clean and actually going to be lotioned. If you have friends that you be around and that's the shit you be talking about, your friends cannot be bougie. I don't know no bougie dirty hoes. I don't know none. What else did he say though? He then proceeds doing what men who, when they meet a woman that's doing better than them in all aspects or in more aspects than in the aspects that they feel like they be doing better than her in, when they're not securing themselves, like old boy that's the basketball coach, they start to downplay your shit. This man said her house is not so mind-blowing in my mind. Her home. Mind you, I don't know if y'all, I catch everything. I catch the stuff and everything. They have been together for how many weeks? I promise you, he has already told him she has a home. I promise you, in multiple conversations, it has come up that Nikki has a home. So why when they're driving to her home, this man would say, yeah, so how long have you been in your apartment? I mean home. Apartment? Let me tell you something. All my friends that have homes, I know they got homes. I would never say no shit like, so how long has you been, how's your apartment? I mean home. Having a home is a huge accomplishment. And when you find out somebody has a home, that's not something you just forget. The man was trying to belittle her. Then to come into a home that's clean, pristine, 3 floors, multiple bedrooms and baths, shit actually in the fridge, and to say her home is not so mind-blowing because you have bougie friends, the way I would violate this nigga. I hope that this girl says no. I pray to God she says no. I feel like she's going to say no because she's not fucking him. They is not hunting. She's never going to be attracted to him physically. It's never going to happen. He keeps on giving her the ick. She thinks he's ugly. She doesn't like him. He's weird. He's also gay, but that's a different conversation for a different day. That girl will say no, and I hope they play all this shit back. I hope she watches all this shit back. I wonder if this is, again, this is my first time watching the show. Is this a show that like happened a year ago? And because I've been seeing a lot of the contestants on TikTok. I'm assuming that this show was filmed at least a year ago, and now it's airing. So they're watching the show in real time. I hope this. He's jealous. He's jealous, and he don't know how to hide it. He's jealous, and he's butthurt because he ain't getting no ass. But you don't deserve no ass. You don't wash yours. You don't wash your ass. You don't deserve no ass. That's my philosophy. He's trying to downplay her shit. Like she not doing better than you. This is what I be trying to say, man. You gotta find a secure man. That whole build a man up bullshit, I'm not falling for none of that shit. Cause most men that you build up, they're gonna lose your ass when you build them up. That's why you gotta already have your own shit. In my opinion, you gotta have your own motion, and you gotta find a man who's not intimidated by your motion. You gotta pay very close attention to how they speak about your motion. That's how you could tell when a man is jealous of your motion. This man jealous, she got motion. He keeps trying to break her down. It's almost like he saw a 40-something-year-old black woman and said, "Ugh, like, she's single, don't nobody want her. She better fall in line and do what I tell her. So at least somebody will marry her." That's the mindset that he got. But unfortunately for him, we got the same mindset for him. Because what men, especially black men, don't realize is that, yes, as a woman gets older, yes, there are certain things that happen within us, and the amount of prospects does go down because oftentimes they think about fertility, right? If you're 40-something, 30-something, the likelihood, the late 30s, early 40s, 50s, the likelihood you could have a kid is less likely. So men oftentimes are like, I want somebody young, but what men don't realize, and unfortunately they haven't taught in schools enough, is that men are not only the gender determinant for a child. If your child got autism or really any type of like chromosomal abnormality, it's most likely the man. It is actually the man's fault. Like, most abnormalities in children, deformities in children, are actually linked to men. When women go through horrendous pregnancies, I'm talking about morning sickness all day and night, your legs are swollen, your head is swollen, your back hurt, your stomach hurt, it is because of the man's semen. Yeah, they didn't teach y'all that in school. They taught y'all that. Listen, it's because of men. And so that's why they often say, before a woman gets pregnant, a man, check his diet. Hopefully his diet is healthy and he's healthy. If he's healthy, his diet is healthy. If he's a healthy man, he don't smoke, don't drink too much, he don't do illicit drugs, he don't eat junk food all day long. Woman is more likely to have a peaceful and easy and uncomplicated pregnancy because the sperm that comes out of the man is going to be healthy. Yeah. And so I say all that to say, this man probably has a mindset that Nikki is washed up, ragged, old goods. So no man will want her, so she's best to fall in line with him. But what he doesn't realize is he is washed up, ragged, old goods. And actually, we can tell he's gay. So we already know you don't like women. So nobody is chasing after you, Mr. Frosty the Snowman Beard. Nobody is chasing after you, bruh. Nobody. Like he's bro. He's nasty work. He's nasty work.